impacting the world and changing the world and all these big dreams. I would like to say I've always had this, but Gashora kind of stimulated that. Have you learned how to be passionate? Can you dream big enough? Can you put your dreams into realities? Gashora teaches you more than just what to answer for exams. It teaches you life.
Quality education is important to me because the era we're in, for the world to continue moving on, it is a transformation that is needed by everyone.
I would describe Gashora girls as challenging and insightful. You want to have something that you learn from them and also something that you add to them.
I would describe my classmates as the biggest group of funny people that are destined for greatness.
They inspire you to be the best person or the best version that you can be of yourself.
Before joining Gashora, all I thought about was studying my books, focusing on curriculum. Gashora helped me think of what's so important in life.
The kind of impact I want to have on the world is mostly centered around girls. I want girls to look at me and be like, you know what? If Natasha made it, so can I. Quality education is important to me because it's a key to the locked doors of the world. If I have that, I can help everybody out there that does not have the means. Then you have the right tools to change the world if you want to.
I'd like to inspire more women to find the confidence in themselves, to go and get what they want because they deserve it.
Supporting GIGAST implies you're supporting African women, you're supporting Rwandan women.
These are the solutions that you want to see. These are the people that are able to put their heart to it and be those impactful people.
If you support one Gashora girl, to give us the means to go to school and to eat every day and to wake up with a smile on our faces, you're a hero to me, you're a hero to them, you're a hero to literally a whole other community out there. What's happening at GIGAST is transformational. It's a bunch of smart girls that are working hard day and night, not for themselves, but to make sure the whole world benefits from them.
As a Gashora Girls Academy alumni myself, it makes me so happy to see so many of my sisters. I'd like to welcome you to tonight's program, which will be a beautiful celebration of the amazing work of the Gashora Girls Academy of Science and Technology. Tonight, we will showcase the students, the faculty, and all other extraordinary people who make it such an incredible place, and that includes all of you watching tonight. I graduated in 2015, and I still remember all the cheering, the excitement from the day of graduation, and all the anticipation that was to come as we all got accepted into different universities. It was only with the opportunity to attend Gashora that I was able to get accepted into Washington State University, where I studied agricultural economics. My story is only one example of why Gashora Girls Academy is such a wonderful place to get an education. It is a beacon of hope for so many in Rwanda, and with your support, we can help it shine even brighter and impact so many more lives. I'm honored to introduce a true inspiration, the wonderful Susie Senegal McGill, co-founder of the Rwanda Girls Initiative and the Gashora Girls Academy. Hi, Susie.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. It's amazing to see your shining, smiling face on the screen. Thank you very much for getting us kicked off. I'm Susie Senegal McGill, and I'm the co-founder of Rwanda Girls Initiative. I also want to welcome you here tonight. We're thrilled to have you with us. And I want to share a little bit about the start of our journey in starting Rwanda Girls Initiative. Two core beliefs that Shal and I had were that education should be a human right, and that educating girls is one of the most powerful tools that we have to address some of the most challenging problems that we face globally. When you educate a girl, you not only educate that girl, but you change her entire family, which impacts her community, in turn impacting her country, and ultimately creating leaders that will help change our world and solve some of these challenging problems. I took my first trip to Rwanda in 2007 with my family, and then Shal and I went back to Rwanda in 2008 on what we called our listening tour. Rwanda has a beautiful vision for their country, and we just really wanted to see how could we stand alongside the vision that they have. And then it became clear that girls' education was where we really needed and wanted to focus. So the next thing you knew, we were actually building a girls' upper secondary boarding school for 275 of the most amazing, brightest young women in Rwanda. Gashora Girls Academy opened in January 2011. I still remember standing there the first time for the school opening and seeing all of these beautiful young women in their school uniforms. All of a sudden it became very real and very personal. We now have 621 graduates from Gashora Girls Academy with a 95% matriculation rate to college. We have students now studying in 25 countries around the world on 6 continents. We've had at least one student at every Ivy League school. And honestly, to say that we are proud of them is an incredible understatement. So obviously, COVID has had a huge impact on all of us, which is why we're all doing this virtually this evening. It's been a real challenge for our students. And I think one of the things that we realized right away was that the challenge was fundamental. We had to first look at things like food security. Only after we did that could we actually then begin to look at how do we continue learning. To be able to keep our community connection and the support of the students is also one of the things that I feel very proud of. Our students are incredible, our teachers and staff are amazing, and they are really the ones that have created this place that now is a source of pride for not only the community of Gashora, where the school is, but the entire country of Rwanda. But what I really hope you leave with tonight is an overwhelming sense of hopefulness and a feeling of inspiration about what is possible when you invest in girls' education and you give girls the chance to fulfill their dreams. So thank you in advance for your support this evening, and I hope you enjoy the night.
Good evening, my name is Jamie.
Good evening, my name is Nema.
Hello, my name is Deborah.
I'm so happy to meet you both.
We're glad to be here.
I believe so strongly in what you're doing. The reason I'm here is because I met Susie in an airport in Cuba when our flight was canceled. And from that moment, 2 strangers meeting on a canceled flight is the reason I'm here today. I wish I was there. I have told Susie I am coming. I will come to a graduation. I am looking forward to meeting you in person. And obviously it is a privilege for me to be here today with you. Tell me what is happening right there where you are right now with your education and the ability to get the classes that you need.
Currently, yeah, we are under lockdown because of the coronavirus. But then our school has put on Gashora Girls has put on a program for us to be studying at home.
The school has worked out online classes.
Is there a specific area that you're most interested in, Deborah? It said that you wanted to be a pilot.
When I was a young kid, I live nearby the airport. So when I was a young kid, when we were going to school, like I would see planes fly by, and then I would be like, but why aren't we going to school in those? And then they would say that that's for overseas thing. That's for great things. It's going to the US. It's going overseas. So I grew up wanting to reach my fullest potential. I wanted to go overseas.
Overseas, sure.
Growing up in this patriarchy society, I wanted to show that us girls could also do great things. Like we could go overseas. That's like the story of me wanting to be a pilot.
That was really breathtaking. Nema, I know nothing really about what your long-term goals and aspirations are, and I'd love to hear them.
what I love is connecting with people, getting to meet new people and having new experiences. So I've had an opportunity to go to different conferences and see people give out their ideas and get to see them contribute to the community and support different places and share their amazing ideas. So I don't know exactly what I'll major in or what I'll do, but I know I'll become like a CEO of some tech company. So I love technology, but then I'm not much into sitting and coding, but actually being in a place where technology is, where amazing models are being developed in technology. I like it. So I feel like I'm gonna study connections or public relations and find a good tech company to work in. So that's my aspiration.
It's interesting because your face lit up like a light bulb went off when you started talking about people. It's thrilling to hear both of the way you're thinking about your futures with the support and beautiful foundational work that Gashora is providing for you.
I saw that you are an activist, so how does giving back to society help you? How do you feel about giving back to society?
The only real value of being in the public eye is being able to take whatever this light and energy coming toward me and flip it and revert it back and reflect it back to whatever it is. I believe it is the crucial responsibility of people in the public eye to speak out both politically about things that you care about, but much more importantly, find something that you can connect to and take all the attention that you get and reflect it back onto them. And ultimately, it's what we are trying to do for Gashora. This isn't about me, obviously. Ultimately, it's about you.
Now that was the moment where the mic dropped.
Exactly. That's the exact moment.
Yes. I'd like to hear both of you talk about how you take it from what you've learned and be able to bring it to young people who are not able to attend Gashora.
At Gashora Girls Academy, we do understand that women can do things, that women can do things that men do. So me and a couple of my friends wanted to help out the girls that did get a chance to go at the local community, but are dropping out of school because of pregnancies, because they don't have enough money. And then we created this group called the Hands and Hearts, where each one of us picks a student in the same grade as our own, and then we pay for them because my pocket money can pay her school fees.
So really, the expansion of what you're given at Gashora, you are bringing out to people who, as you said, can't go to Gashora. That is the reason why we should be continuing to support in a big way, so that the description of that you give your pocket money to pay for their school fees is it for all listening tonight. We can be generous so that they can be generous, and that's how the world works. So Nema and Deborah, God bless you both, and thank you for being so open and extraordinary, and I look forward to meeting you soon. Peace, everybody.
Bye.
Love you guys. If you couldn't tell, they're just a little bit starstruck. Jamie Lee Curtis said it best: we can be generous so that they can be generous. The girls at Gashora have the biggest hearts I've ever seen. They are always thinking of ways to give back to their communities and to those around them. Just think of what Nema and Deborah will be able to do once they graduate. The Gashora Girls Academy is preparing them to be strong leaders who will also be compassionate and give back. Please take this opportunity to make a gift tonight to support girls like Nema and Deborah. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maria Shriver, and I'm super excited to be with you to talk about my visit to the Gashora Girls Academy of Science and Technology. I went with my son, Christopher, and I was blown away by the hearts and minds of the young women that I met there. I really had no idea what to expect because I went up this winding road, bouncing around, and I had heard about the extraordinary work of the Academy, but I wasn't prepared for the women that I met there. How smart they were, how inspiring they were, how educated they were, how hopeful they were. As I walked around, as I met with them, as I sat outside with them, as they spoke to Christopher, I couldn't help but think, I wish every single person I know could come here. I wish every single person I know could meet these young women. And I was really certain that I was sitting amongst the leaders of the future. I thought so much about those women, and I was so excited to get an email that just told me that since I was there are now 621 graduates from Gashora Girls Academy with 95% matriculation to college in 26 countries around the world. Bravo, 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 bravo. That's because people stepped up. That's because people supported this dream, this vision, and said, I believe in educating young girls. I believe that the world will be better if these young girls are educated and that they can fan out to the world and teach us what they know, tell us about their experiences, lead with their hearts and their minds. This school, this academy, and the teachers there make sure that these young women believe in themselves and that they're clear that they are the leaders that our world really needs. So I'm so happy to be here to raise my voice in support of the extraordinary work being done in Rwanda, being done on behalf of these women. And I hope you know that it will change our world and that it already is. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. I'm thrilled to announce that we have some exciting matches this evening, so be sure to stay tuned to find out how your support can go further.
Girls' education is so important and fundamental to everything about a young woman's life. When we invest in girls' education, they can go on to live a really healthy and productive life, and they can rise to whatever their potential is and become whoever they want to be. When you invest in young women and in women, they invest in everyone else. They invest in the health of their families, in their communities, in economic opportunity for themselves and everyone else. And so it means that you lift up whole economies when you invest in women, and it leads to amazing things. I would say to the Gashora young women and alumnae and to women and girls all over the world, you matter. You matter enormously. And investing in your education is one of the biggest things that you can do. We know that when you're educated, you can go on to live your full potential, and you can have your voice, and you can take decisions on, not just for your family and your community, but for the world. And I believe that women belong at all places decisions are made, and that the world is better when women have seats at the table. So you all are well on your way to being the future leaders of our world, and I couldn't be more proud of you.
I love agriculture because that brings hope to us every day. You put the seed into the soil, the hope that it's gonna come back, because all the time it always comes back. It's part of reproducing and bringing life back again. I grew up in an agricultural family, going to the farm. I really loved being with my whole family and my brothers. It was fun, but hard. Being the oldest in the family of 9 kids, it gives you a sense of leadership. They all look up to you on the choices you make, how far you go, how you think about things. So I didn't want to become poor.
For many young women in Rwanda, education is an opportunity to change their lives. And I think that was very much the same for Gloria. She knew that getting an education was going to be the ticket to a much better life.
My first day at Gashora, meeting new people and being in a new place, I was so scared, happy and excited.
I could have this exposure to the farm activities each and every day and encountering new things. You deal with the names of the plants, you deal with animals. And because I loved chemistry so much, I was always interested in knowing more about how it is related to agriculture. I started growing my interest in agriculture when I saw the irrigation system. It was really interesting. You see, there's so much technology that was being used here, like using a tractor. And every day, my passion was increasing.
She was an amazing student, very focused, and she loved to participate in all activities at school.
I was a girl without confidence. I found out I can do something, actually change people's lives, not just grow up and do what everybody's doing. After I graduated from Gashora, I got a scholarship in agriculture to go to Costa Rica. When I was at the university, everything was new for me, so I had to face it and use it for the betterment of my future. I came back during the pandemic. It was hard because my stepdad had lost his job. And so we were living on my mom's salary, which is so small.
Gloria's struggles as she returned back from university in Costa Rica was around finding a job and people understanding the degree that she got. We find that many of our students, it's very difficult times for them. I decided to take the opportunity to invite Gloria to work with us at Gashora. She came with so much drive and energy and passion.
It was an exciting moment. In this pandemic, with the emotional trauma and everything, we have found a family here in the farm. It was an opportunity for me to learn and grow professionally.
She helped us look at the vision of the farm, to re-articulate what the farm is going to do, and we have really benefited from her presence at the farm. In Rwanda, there were some floods at the beginning of the year. The floods caused havoc across the country.
Our pump that we use for irrigating got overflooded. And due to that reason, we stopped irrigating. So it was really a big challenge, and we had to find a way out.
She brought up the idea of watering with hands, and that was really tough. No one really wanted it, but she emphasized on it and insisted.
We went to the river. We all had to fetch water. If it's carrying on your head or in your hands or put in the car, we had to bring and irrigate most of the only vegetables. Those are the ones we were able to save.
At the end, it happened, and we are now consuming what was watered by hand. I've learned a lot from Gloria. She's always courageous. That girl is a leader.
Education is really important to me because it opens your mind. You understand choices, what the meaning of choice and freedom. So when I was given the opportunity of education, I got to understand that I also have a choice in whatever I study, whatever I want to learn.
Gloria has been accepted to do her master's at McGill University. We were super excited. We believe in her, and we know that she's going to do amazing things.
Myself, I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to become someone who inspires women. I want to inspire young men to do this and invest in agriculture because it's the way forward. Life without hope, it's nothing. I am thankful to Rwanda Girls Initiative. They picked me up and nurtured me. I hope this whole experience of mine will help other girls look far beyond their current situations.
I actually remember the first time I met Gloria. She was welcoming the new class since they were a year ahead of us. And she was so helpful and so welcoming. And so seeing the video reminds me of her as such a leader that she is and always looking out for ways to help others. Hearing Gloria's story reminds me what makes Gashora girls so special. They're intelligent, courageous, kind, and perseverant. These are the values the Gashora Girls Academy works so hard to reinforce. I loved hearing how she approached different hardships in her life with poise and always found a solution to keep moving forward. I'm so happy she's able to continue her studies at McGill University. We wish you all the best, Gloria, and we can't wait to hear what great things you will do next. It's stories like that makes it abundantly clear that the Gashora Girls Academy doesn't just educate girls, but it prepares them to face many different kinds of challenges. The world is going through an incredible, challenging time right now, and these girls need us now more than ever. Thank you.
Gashora girls originates from overseas, but finds its heart in Africa. Gashora Girls Academy originates from overseas, but finds its heart in Africa. There's a difference between a sparrow and an eagle. There's a difference between a shooting star and a star. There's a difference between the moon and the sun. Not the difference between Gashora Girls and... Wait, hold up. We're not different. What we are is transcendent. Transcendent like the sun, from which the moon reflects. The only difference between the stars and the sun itself is light. And I'm the sun. I lie among the heavens, stretching beams so strong, so reverend. I light up the sky. I shine upon dreadful nights. I don't eclipse, nor chase away heavenly bodies out of sight. You see, I share my light and embrace the solar system. You see, now that's the Gashora system. In the morning, when the day breaks, I see the sun rise, and I rise like it's a new day. I rise like Gashora taught me. I rise. In the morning, I wake up to the melodies of wisdom that I'm yet to share and learn from the world. I wake up to the sights of inventions that Gashora girls create with dedication and education. I wake up to their powerful voice minds, discussing ideas worth gold mines. I wake up to make my dreams reality. When reality seems a bit scary, death tolls in the pandemic causing so much panic, I rise. Like it's a beautiful morning, shining in the darkest hour, shining brighter than any other stars. My transcendence is in my movement like a shooting stars. So you know I only ride the night when I'm patching people's broken skies, spreading happiness, hope, and cheer. Wish upon a shooting star, a little stardust of mine will appear. A small gaze upon Gashora visions the future of Africa. When towering the clouds, I ride above the storm. Amid the lightning's flash and thunder crush, I scream! Victory is mine! Transcendent like an eagle, different from a sparrow, is my fearlessness to take on any kind of challenge. Building this community, and I mean literally, with my 2 hands. Brick by brick, I architect monuments, bigger than what society imagines, more profound than the simple trends. The monuments of unity in my society is what I'm building, and I won't stop until I soar up to the mountain's crest. So I stretch my wings and take flight. You see, mine is a new kind of Everest. So I rise. I rise to a humble place in noble nest, Gashora, nurturing each girl's dreams under its wings. Kept me warm from self-doubt and despair. I grew to mount trees, learned to sing. I found strength by perching in Gashora's care,
striving to help me take flight.
I own the atmosphere as I fly with delight. Carrying the Gashora spirit across Rwanda to all 30 districts. There lies a soul from Gashora, striving far more than to do well.
Transcendent, rising to excel.
And our tales, oh yeah, we will tell. Transcendent like an eagle, transcendent like the sun,
transcendent like the stars. By being who we are transcendent.
Transcendent. Transcendent.
Hello again, everyone. Don't forget you can make your pledge go even further tonight thanks to some generous matching donors. Stay tuned to learn more.
It's a hot and sunny day at Gashora Girls Academy. My name is Leila and I'm in S5 and I would like to take you on a tour to our school. Since I'm almost alone, I can remove my mask so you guys can hear me clearly. So let's start. This is the headmistress's office. So this is my only chance. Guess I'll just go and sit in her office. So this is me sitting in the headmistress's office. Hey! These are all classes. Welcome to the math class, where most of us put in the work, get the grades, work hard with the numbers. This is where we take our general computer science classes. And there's also my favorite side, which is where I take my computer science class as a major, and I love that subject. I'm standing right outside my dorm. So this is our little lounge, and that's our radio, and the headmistress is always telling us to reduce the volume, but this is a girls' school, so what kind of school would it be without a mirror? This is our dorm. It's quite nice, right? Since I have a hard time climbing on these, my friends were kind enough to let me sleep under, so it's a relief for me. Oh, how I miss my friends. Welcome to our library, one of my favorite places. We have lots and lots of genres in store. This is our dining hall, and I can assure you from this place we have the best food and the healthiest food. So this is our amazing community center, and as the word says it itself, this is a place where we share our joy, our laughter, and basically this is a place where all our memories are.
We're coming to the end of our program. We have heard some incredible voices tonight who I hope have inspired you as much as they have inspired me. I want to thank everyone who has tuned in to support my Gashora sisters. You're not only supporting them, but you're truly supporting their descendants and communities. Imagine it. A Gashora girl gets an education, starts a business, creates jobs, grows successful, and gives back to her community. Your donation is like a pebble being dropped into a lake. Now picture those ripples dancing outward into Rwanda and beyond, changing lives for the better. We thank you.
All who are watching, all who believe in the mission of helping these beautiful young women achieve their dreams and the dreams of their community and the dreams of the world. This is the moment. If you were wondering that there was an amount of money you thought you could give, really ask yourself, can't I give double? Can't I really give more than I said I was going to because of the challenges of today's learning environment? And my husband and I have a foundation that is primarily focused on the environment and child health. And he and I both want to support tonight. So I'm going to put up a $10,000 challenge. And what I'm going to challenge is, let's get 100 people to give $10,000 and we're at $1 million. Here's the envelope, the check is in it. I'm going to be sending it. I think if we can join forces together and get 100 people to give $10,000 each, we can help them reach their goal.
Hello everybody, my name is Atete Rujeje and I'm the head of school of Gashora Girls Academy of Science and Technology. It is an amazing privilege for us to host you tonight, and we are so grateful that you've taken the time to join us. The girls that attend Gashora Girls Academy are phenomenal young women. We know that all our girls come to Gashora and realize that they too can be part of changing the world, that they can be the future leaders of this country. And we also encourage them to know that regardless of whatever's happening back home or in their own environments around us, they know that they can rise above it all. Rwanda Girls Initiative and Gashora Girls Academy is literally transforming lives, is giving us a window to the possibilities for every child in Rwanda. We know that as we show the rest of the world that this can be done, that everyone else gets inspired to try and see how they can replicate what we are doing. This job has been the most important job that I've ever had. To be part of the journey of a young woman that you know has the potential to change not just herself, her family, her community, but the world at large, there's nothing better than that. I wake up every day excited for the new opportunities. I enjoy listening to my girls laughing in the corridors at school, and I really miss that now that we are on lockdown. But we know that the future is bright, and because of your support, we know that this is going to be possible again. We truly appreciate you coming out to join us tonight so that we can partner and make sure that our 275 girls keep learning, keep growing, and keep holding on to those dreams of their futures. Thank you.
So powerful. Atete is so incredible, and she's such a great leader. And I think the Gashora girls are super blessed to have her. Having this night has really taken me down memory lane, remembering my time at Gashora, having such an incredible amount of support from my fellow classmates to like professors that really set me up for success as I moved to college and now entering my career. I really thank you all, because it wouldn't have been possible without the generous support of each and every one of you to really invest in a girl's education like mine. Wow, thank you. David, how are you feeling about tonight?
I'm blown away, and you must be, it does make you homesick?
It really does, it really does.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm David Silverman, and I am so proud and pleased to be a part of this. I get to hang out with Vanessa. Really, we're here virtually. However you come to this, thank you so much for joining us. What you're doing makes such a difference. Now, maybe some of you, and I know many of you, have been with Susie and Shao since the very beginning and watched this just grow, and watched them grow it with your help. Maybe some of you are new and know nothing about this, and if that's the case, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for being a part of this. We know you're going to get involved because this is just powerful stuff, isn't it?
It is.
So we want to thank all of you. We cannot really say that enough. And it's really exciting stuff to see what's going on there. Now, we have some incredible opportunities ahead of us, because we have an incredible group of donors that have said they came up with $175,000 that will match everything you give from the $5,000 level down. They'll match that, and that is an incredible opportunity, so don't be afraid to add an extra zero. Jamie Lee Curtis said it best about all these great women and how inspiring that is. I have some people, Vanessa, that I really want to thank, and you know, one of the important things for people out there to realize is $2,500 is what it takes to basically provide a scholarship for a young lady for the entire year. And 100% of the women at the school are on scholarship, which makes that so powerful. But we've got some real leaders here that I'd like to thank at the $25,000 level. I've said your name an awful lot, and it's always wonderful to say it. Thank you, John Meisenbach. Thank you so much for that $25,000. Joined by Melissa Wagner-Zorkin and Christo Zorkin as well. Thank you so much. This is really exciting. Sophie Sharp put together a fun run for the school, and that's already up to $30,000. So Sophie, good for you.
Thank you, Sophie.
At our $15,000 level, Vanessa, Diana and Kevin Brown have joined us, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Craig Jelnick, always great to see your name, and Debbie Constantine.
Thank you.
And the Ellison Foundation has also come in at $15,000. Wow, I've got so many here. $10,000, Charlie and Courtney Billow and John and Mary Pat Osterhaus. Good for you.
Thank you
so much. Join them, come on in, because that and from the $5,000 level down that I'm talking about, everything matched up to 175. Spike and Carol Anderson at 5,000. Tom
Thank
and
you.
Connie Garvey.
Thank you.
Z and JT Thomas all at $5,000. Thank you to all of you for your wonderful donations. It all makes a difference.
Right.
And are you excited about going home?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to go back home.
You start your job in like a month or?
I do start in a month. I get to go back home and really impact my country's growth and development. So I'm really excited and I look forward to that. And
tell the truth. You're really going back with nothing but cougar paraphernalia to try to get women there to come to WSU. Tell the truth.
Why are you testing me, David?
Listen, you know, I've been to Rwanda, and I have Sam. You all know Sam, the artist, is a good friend of mine. He always comes with nothing but gifts, and I did not want you to leave without a gift from us. And I appreciate your spending time with me and sharing your story. And I carve these, and you're one of a kind, and this is a one of a kind.
Wow.
Nobody else has one of these, so I want you to take that. Take it to Sam, though, at the gallery and ask him to show you his chain.
Will do.
His is a little bit bigger because I've known him a little bit longer.
I'm special.
You are special.
Thank you.
We want to thank all of you out there so much. We'll let you know the silents are still going to be open for till Sunday, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, till Sunday. So go back on. There's some great items still on the silent. You have done an amazing job. You have hobnobbed with Jamie Lee Curtis, Maria Shriver. You're just a superstar. I'm amazed that I could hang out this close to you there.
Thank you.
And right now, I think Emma, I'm going to go grab it. This is spontaneous. Oh, this is tremendous. Last year was the first year that we went up and over the magic $1 million level. And I've just received a note that through all of your efforts, we have again gone up and over $1 million. Wow. That can keep going if you get your corporate matching. Don't forget that, because a lot of corporations match. Make sure you file that paperwork.
Thank you.
Tell somebody what you did. Tell your children. Tell your grandchildren.
Yes.
Because you ladies learn at Gashora, and all of these donors learned from people that went before them how to give. Giving is a learned activity, and you have taught everybody so well.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
The total's just going to keep climbing from here.
Yes.
Did you have fun?
I had an incredible time.
Well, we're going to miss you, but we know you go back to Rwanda with all our best wishes.
Yes, thank you.
Great fortune in your new job.
Thank you.
And you're just going to have to keep texting us updates.
Oh, I will definitely do that.
Yeah, we'll get the WhatsApp hook
You will see all the impact that I'm having thanks to the investment you've done in my education. So thank you.
I'm glad you said that. It is an investment.
Yes.
It's an investment in these wonderful, wonderful, I like the way one of your schoolmates said it, a bunch of smart girls.
That's us.
We're going to say goodnight. Keep it up. Keep enjoying yourself. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Good night now.
Gashora Girls Academy originates from overseas, but finds its heart in Africa. Invest in a girl is the motto, pushing us past the trials to a brighter tomorrow for Africa. To a brighter tomorrow for Africa. Rise up, Gashora girls, rise. Ladies of invention reaching for the sky. Educate and girl inspire. A community transforming a nation.